The situation in Sanders River in ADDO, as we speak now, is managed. All the foreigners, our brothers, are kept at the police station in ADDO. We are busy talking to the citrus industry in mitigating strategies, how to house them, because we can't house them in all our communities. All our communities are already full into capacity in terms of population that is attracted by citrus. So we are having 130 now at the police station. We are busy with the citrus industry that will assist us in housing all these 130 that are left. The majority is in Kabeja. They are kept at the church there, but these 130 were busy with the citrus industry to locate them where they can be kept safe. Thank you very much.
What is the current threat assessment, and how long do you expect that these foreign nationals will have to be kept at police stations or other areas for their own safety?
I can't speculate on the duration, but all I can say is that ADDO is not a violent area. This matter was a matter of young people fighting, and one life of Mr. September had to be lost. And in retaliation, and as correctly you are saying, community retaliated, and 3 foreign nationals were murdered. However, we are busy with South African police and citrus industry, as I've mentioned earlier on, to arrange where these foreigners will be kept, but not in our communities, like other communities in Sanders River, because we want to keep them where they can be safe, as we are managing. Last night, the family of September, with us in President Police, called come to the community that Mr. September, he wouldn't love this happened under his name. So we are trying by all means as a community, working with community leaders as well as the family of September, that he had lost his son, their son.
But is the community heeding that call, sir? Because as things stand, there are still people who've had to be housed elsewhere outside the community.
Yes, the community is heeding to the call, but there are elements of criminality that police, we expect them to hit them at the butt, so that the situation becomes calm and sober. But yes, as I've said, there are criminal activities that are emerging and political opportunistic that are emerging. Community leaders who wants to remain relevant by mobilizing people in communities, as well as criminal activities. But we are...
And what is the rallying call, just in the interest of time, what is the messaging that the, let's say, political opportunists, to use your language, are using then to foment an unsafe atmosphere, if I can phrase it in that way?
Every community is led. People can't wake up tomorrow and ban everything. Someone came at night and mobilized them.
To do what? What are they being mobilized to do?
Anything that is done by people in their numbers, there are people who are mobilizing them. As I'm saying that, there are political opportunistic that are emerging because there are community leaders who wants to remain relevant by mobilizing people to do some of the wrong things that are happening there.
In trying to understand, Mayor, what could be exploited then by either criminal elements or political opportunists, is there a history in ADDO? I know you said it's not a violent area, but is there a history in your municipality of tension between locals and foreign nationals for whatever reason that may have then given rise to what we've seen happen, from the murder of the young man, the South African, over the weekend, and ultimately the killing of the foreign nationals on Sunday into Monday?
Maybe let me give you a background. There's no tension between foreign nationals and South Africans. Sanders River is a citrus area. Population of Sanders River is 53,000. It attracts additional 35,000 majority are South Africans coming from the eastern side of the province and other neighboring countries, Lesotho, Botswana. There are no tensions, but the problem is the massive population that affects people of Sanders River to acquire their services from the municipality and in other government sectors. It's a question of social disagreements amongst people because 53,000 people is calculated and budgeted for these services. Additionally, we have 35,000 people who are not budgeted for these services. Hence, there is a bit of contradictions in the community on resources that the government is providing because you have 35,000 people who are not budgeted in the main for these services that the municipality and the government is rendering to the community of Sanders River.